So I just built a house in The Sims 4 inspired by gamers for gamers because recently on Twitch I got sponsored by NZXT, which is a computer company who makes custom built PCs from monitors to microphones, you name it, they have it. And recently we did a Twitch stream where I built a house inspired by gamers, and so I built a suburban home in Newcrest on a 30 by 20 lot where they are university students but also have like their little side job of making videos and live streaming on the internet. So like I said before, I got sponsored by NZXT, which I'm so thankful for them because they are actually my PC sponsor, which is really cool because my entire YouTube career, I've only ever had their products and only ever had their computers. And so the fact that they reached out to me wanting to sponsor my stream and also like, be collaborative with the content I was going to make made me so happy. And so I built a little one bedroom, one bathroom suburban home in Newcrest on a 30 by 20 lot, fit for two Sims who are university but are also gamers because I was once in university and I was a gamer. Like I did streaming, I made videos while I was in university, and I wanted to kind of recreate something that was inspired by like my own life. And I was gonna have like a modern inspired home with like five different Sims who are also gamers and live streamers and content creators. But I felt like that was just not really the ideal mindset that I was going for. And I was like, let's just go with what I know and build what I'm comfortable building, but make it fit with the story that I'm trying to create. And so there are two Sims that I am going to create in The Sims 4 eventually at some point when you see a video of Create a Sim because I love Cass. But I'm going to make the Sims and I will definitely put them on the gallery. I'll try my best not to use custom content on them because I really want to make sure that you all can have the opportunity to download my Sims, but also my builds without having to use CC. Because console players don't got CC at all, which is not fun. So making it more accessible for all people. But like I said, I want to build a little house inspired by like, my general like lifestyle, my job and everything. And I would love to know in the comments below, have you used the high school years pack yet? If you have, let me know. Because if you didn't know, we have like this new like computer in the game and it's like an ultra wide gaming monitor. There's two different ones. There's one that's like more of like a standard one that has like a dual monitor type of setup, and then we have like an ultra wide one and then like another ultra wide like pro golden one. And I think like all those computers are really cool because they scream you're a streamer. There's an actual career in the high school years pack where you can become a streamer and an entrepreneur, which I think is really cool. However, I don't think you actually can gain fame from being a streamer, which is kind of annoying, and I wish they would patch that in where you can gain fame from being a streamer because the whole like mentality of being a streamer sometimes, what a lot of people think is like, I'm gonna make all this money, all this fame, all these fans, and like be so successful. But in the real mindset is that you want to stream because you enjoy and you love it, and eventually down the line, those things will come your way. But as long as you're enjoying the content that you're making and the stuff that you're doing, all those things will, happen to you. And I think a lot of the times, like with the whole general mentality of like making content, is that it's so easy, so simple. It's a click of a button. You can press one button and you're like making a video. My friends, besties, it is not like that because making videos and being a content creator is way more work than anyone ever thinks. Like I can tell you right now, the amount of things that I manage by myself as a 26-year-old content creator, it's insane. So, to give you the lowdown of my business, basically, I make vlogs all the time on my, vlog channel, and I also have a podcast. So basically, I have this YouTube channel, my More Springs channel, where I upload all of my Twitch VODs, my vlog channel, which is where I upload my vlogs and my podcasts. So I have three YouTube channels, one Twitch channel, four Instagram accounts, three Facebook accounts, two Twitter accounts, a small business, and also a podcast. So I have a lot of things that I manage by myself. And personally, I don't know how I do it all. Like it's crazy. I'm surviving slowly but surely. However, what's great about like making content online is that you're able to create content that you enjoy. And I love creating content in any medium, whether it's making illustrations of art that I do, making gifs, making speed builds, making let's plays, storylines, whatever it might be. I really genuinely like love what I do, and being able to like create content that makes people happy is more worthwhile. And I may not be the most successful, content creator out there, but I feel successful in my own mindset and successful in my own way. And it makes me happy that I get to do this for a living, like it's my job. And yeah, I don't know. I think that with the Sims that I'll create, they have like that general like mindset as well, that they create because they want to create something really special and exciting for them, but also for others, but still keep themselves humble and, correct of what they are trying to do and what they're trying to convey out in the world. You know what I mean? But I don't know. There's like a lot of content creators on the platform, on YouTube and Twitch and other places that are so kind and amazing and do so much amazing work and are just really killing it out there. And I applaud the people who are doing what they love to do. And like, I applaud you, my friends. I applaud you. Like not too long ago, one of my friends started a YouTube channel recently because I basically, I wouldn't say inspired them. I would say that I encouraged them to create content because like they're the same age as I am. They went to college, they did the whole, university thing and everything like that. And I feel like they should create content because they have the computer and they have all the stuff that they want to do. And I'm like, you should do it. Like, what's the thing that's you're most scared of? And I asked them that question and they said failing. And like, I mean, honestly, that's life. Failing is a part of life. And I think honestly, if you don't try, you don't succeed. Like if you try, at least you know what you're signing up for and you're doing things through trial and error, but still learning along the way. Like there's no, one click of a button, you'll be instantly successful and instantly, having all this knowledge of everything. Basically, humans are dumb. We don't know everything. We think we do, but we honestly really don't. And so I think honestly, what's the whole key concept of this entire build is that gaming is a part of life. Gaming is a part of, creating things that are not out there. And what I like so much about The Sims is that like you can create things that you haven't seen before. And I think that's how a lot of people make YouTube videos. They haven't seen people make videos about The Sims, and so we create something that was not already out there. And that's what we love. And the other day recently, I was vlogging and I came across like an Instagram reel, like audio thing. Like, TikTok, they have like those sounds that you can play. Well, Instagram has the same thing. And I came across like a video and it said, like people always say practice makes perfect. And like sometimes that's true. But this reel that I found, it said practice makes perfect. And they said no. He said practice makes improvement, which is so true. Like as humans and as people on the internet, we're constantly improving our our knowledge and our skills every single day. It might not be fast. It's a slow and steady start, and eventually we'll become like an expert at what we do based on the knowledge that we already have. And eventually we'll keep learning and we'll still keep sharing what we know as we continue to grow and improve as people in life. And so I think it's really exciting that we're able to do these things, and I'm actually happy that I'm able to create content that I know. Like I don't know everything, I don't know the whole thing about streaming or making videos, but I do what I know and hope for the best that it works and you all like it and understand what I'm saying. And yeah, I don't know, I think that for me, I'm like not that general YouTuber who makes videos all the time. I upload whenever I feel like it now. And for the longest time of making content for over a decade. Like I've been making content since I was 14. I'm 26 now. I've been doing it over a decade. It's crazy. I literally grew up on the internet. That's crazy. Either way, like I said, I would say over the years of learning of like making videos, I have learned what to leave in, what to cut out, what to say, what not to say, but also like how to have fun while creating and also while editing too. Like I look at my footage now and I'm saying nothing about the build because I don't do that anymore, because like, oh, here's a dresser, here's a drawer, here's a bed. Like that's boring. At least for me it is. To talk. basically. But for me, usually what I've learned over time of like making these speed builds over the years is that I tend to create stories and also treat my videos as individual podcast episodes. And a lot of you all have said in like my Twitch streams and also in the comments, a lot have said that you put my videos in the background and treat them as like a therapeutic moment and also use them as like a general like audio podcast, which you didn't know. I have a podcast, but also like I've been thinking about relaunching my podcast. And if you didn't know, I have a podcast called Hello Spring, where I basically talk about, creators and interview creators and talk about the mentality of like burnout, mental health, and all the different stuff about the mentality of creating content on the internet, whether it's making gaming videos while you're doing art or you're doing cooking, baking, whatever kind of content you're creating, I want to talk to you. Like, and that's like kind of like what my podcast is. And here, bits and pieces here, we'll talk about like, Sims and whatnot, but pretty much it's all about the creator space of the internet. And pretty much everyone's a creator in their own medium, whether you're an actor or a voice actor or a musician or an internet celebrity or an internet content creator, or you're a gamer, you're an artist, whatever you are you're doing, you're a creator in your own medium. Even a banker is a creator. And I think it's so crazy and amazing how well versed people can create content. Like, let's say you're a doctor and you want to make videos, you can talk about being a doctor. There's literally a YouTuber, I think his name is Dr. Mike, and he's an actual doctor and makes videos about being a doctor, medical things. And it's crazy. So, like, if you don't see it, create it. I always tell people, if you don't see something on the internet that is geared towards you and your general interests, create it. Like, honestly, everyone's searching for something to watch on the internet, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch or whatever it is. They're always looking for something. YouTube is like another like search engine like Google, and YouTube is owned by Google, so it's like kind of a win-win scenario. But I think honestly, like if you don't see something that's out there that's geared towards your general interests and your expertise, create it yourself. Sometimes you don't need to have the highest quality video, which is like, having high quality videos is good, but sometimes you don't need to have like the highest of high like tech to be successful. Start with what you have and then later on improve your equipment to make the content you want to create at the quality you want to make. Because no one ever really had a $10 million setup at the very beginning of their life. Everyone had a poo-poo, nasty, bland, boring computer or iPad or a phone to start with. Everyone does it. And I think honestly what's really cool is that you can create videos from your phone. Like if you want to do that, you could. And so I tell people all the time in my Twitch streams and like in videos and on social media, if you don't see it, create it and make it happen. Because ultimately it's something that people want to actually watch, and something that, somebody was looking for but couldn't find, but they found you because you were creating that content for them and also for yourself. But basically, at the end of the day, practice makes improvement. Create content you want to make and have fun while doing it. And don't do it for the views or the money, because that stuff will come down later in your life until, you feel like you are at a point in your life where you want to really push the button and grind to do what you want to do, but have fun while doing it. Anyway, this house is made for two gamers who are also university, and I think it's really fun that I'm able to create a house that's like really cool. And I basically kind of left everything in this build, because normally I would cut out the entire bathroom making, because bathrooms are not my strongest suit at all. Like I just don't know what I'm doing. But something I actually forgot to add into the bathroom was toilet paper. And you all know, toilet paper is 50 simoleons in the game, which is wackadoo crazy, but it is a thing. But I definitely did add a plunger in, of course, but I will add in the toilet paper before I upload to the gallery. And I play tested it a little bit, and everything works. Your Sims can get to everything, including the ladder. However, the one thing to learn about ladders in the game, toddlers and pets can't use the ladders. So if you had a toddler, you can't really have them go up there unless you just teleport them up there. You can do that, and also with your pets, I think, as well. But generally, pets and toddlers can't get up on the ladder. Only kids and up can get up there, however they so please. And at first I was gonna add in stairs into this home, but I felt like it wasn't really needed because this couple of Sims don't really have any kids or pets or any of the kind, and it's just them two living in the home. So they just didn't really need to have stairs. And I think having a ladder to your attic is kind of cool. And I'm basically treating the second floor as an attic, and so they can convert their attic into a gamer space for them. And most of the time, that's what usually people do if they have an attic or a good, spacious area in their home. They tend to convert it into something that they enjoy. Like a lot of people convert their closets into a voice acting booth, a DIY room, or a craft room. Or they take their attic and turn it into a gamer space or a voice acting space. Whatever it might be, they end up having to do something with their, home to make it theirs and have fun while doing it. But either way, let me go ahead and go into the real-time tour of this video so I can show you basically the entire house in real time without it all being sped up and me rambling for 10,000 hours, which is honestly a real thing that I've done before, which is not great. But either way, let's go into the real-time tour of this video. So I have to say that this house is definitely kind of my vibe. I wanted to build a suburban, quaint little home for two gamers who are also in university, studying their butts off to get their degree and please their parents, but also have a place where they can live vicariously on the internet and make video games and make videos however they want to do it. Now, I was gonna make it very modern and fit 5 different Sims into one home, but I felt that was just not ideal, so I only made it a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home in Newcrest on a 30 by 20 lot. And so I made sure I used a lot of like Discovery University and high school years and a little bit of Parenthood and Dream Home Decorator and tiny bits of Tiny Living, because all those packs are honestly my favorite packs of all time to use for build and buy, but also I just like the general style of it all and it screams mid-century modern. So I want to use a lot of the stuff in the bedroom and also like the foyer area in here and also the kitchen, because the kitchen itself is small and I feel like they wouldn't spend their much time in the kitchen cooking things if they're just gonna order stuff from, Zoomers or, taking takeout or going to their parents' house to eat food there. For the living room, I didn't really know what I wanted to do because living rooms are not my expertise for small homes. And I think having this right here just screams, it's okay, but it could have a little bit extra stuff. So I wanted to keep in mind that they were from high school and they graduated and they're also in university. So I added in a bunch of like different stuff from the high school pack. Like they have their diplomas from high school, from honors and valedictorian honors, and a high school football trophy, cheerleading, megaphone, some high school stuff and some university stuff over here. Now, this is like my favorite part of the home because I really wanted to make a gamer space up top because I feel like down below is where they live and where they just enjoy their time. And I felt like the upstairs just screamed computer, career, gaming, do whatever they want to do. And so I made this upstairs fit for gamers and their lifestyle. And of course, they have a green screen wall behind them for a green screen effect, of course. And I used the new high school years ultra wide computer monitor and also the gamer desk and also the gamer chair, which I think is super cool and adorable for like this setup. I also actually used the pro computer glasses that we got from Discovery University because 1, I did not know they existed, and 2, I've never used them, and so I thought it would scream gamer, so I had it into the setup here. Now over here is actually the other gamer space that I wanted to include. Of course, green screen wall with a microphone in the background, womp womp on the side, a little mini fridge for all the little snacky snacks they'll have for their gamer sessions. And of course, I had to add in all the yellow stuff that we got from the pack, was using the desk, the chair, and also the golden ultra-wide pro computer. Now, I believe this is just, hyper realistic, yellow, but it's gold, but I'm gonna say it's yellow because that's what my heart wants to say, and I'll just say it, it's yellow. But no, that's the computer that we got from the high school years pack, and honestly, I really do like this whole setup, and I wanna create my dream, yellow office. I have it now, but it could be better. So, might as well recreate my IRL room in The Sims. And then for the backyard, I didn't really know what to do, so I just kind of kept it very simple with 2 lounge chairs, a little bike, and also your perfect patio area for seating, and also your grill in the back as well. Now, I don't know if your Sims will actually swim, but they have a little swimming pool to fit their needs however they so please. But either way, as always, I do hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, have you built your dream setup or your dream gamer space in The Sims 4 yet? If you haven't, I think you should do it, but if you have, let me know. But as always, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!